Okay.
Hi, my name is John Burnett. I'm president and founder of Star Diamond Tools, and today I'd like to talk to you about our thin rim mining blade. Now, this blade was invented about 7 years ago in Australia for the exploration and geological market. The main feature of the product is that compared to a typical construction product, it is much thinner. Now, the reason it's much thinner is because we have a special laser welding process that we use on these segments, which are very thin segments. Actually, they're 0.085 thousandths of an inch wide. Now, what this does, of course, is that in cutting core samples, the more core you get, the less that goes down the drain, the better things are. That's what you're trying to do, is get more core. So in a sense of having the blade being so thin, you get more core. Actually, you get 4% more core because this blade is 32% thinner than the conventional construction diamond blade that's typically sold to the exploration market. So this is a specially developed blade for that market. Now, with less core getting washed away, you obviously get a bigger core sample. As well as being a thinner blade, it cuts much faster, so your production rates are much faster, so you can cut more core per hour with this blade. The other advantage, of course, of this blade is the gullets. The gullets are very thin, and the way that the gullets were designed is so that when you are cutting core and your fingers are very close to pushing the core sample through, you won't get your gloves caught in these gullets like you would on the wider gullets on the construction blade. So you could see there's much bigger difference here than here. Okay, so again, what we have as well is that we've developed a special matrix for the diamond segment. That's the portion that holds the diamond crystals. So this blade will actually cut very hard materials, very hard quartzes, and that's basically where a lot of the gold is found. So because it is a very fast cutting and smooth cutting blade, when you're pushing your core through, you're not going to break up your core samples. So the core samples will have a tendency to be more solid and less crumbly because of the blade. Also, because of the thinner gullets, this is a much silenter blade or quieter blade to use than the conventional construction product, because actually when the blade is idling and turning, you get the wind that goes in the gullets and then creates a whistling sound. So the whistling sound that you hear in the core room is not the blade cutting the materials, it's actually the breeze going through these gullets and creating a whistling sound. Because of the matrix that we use, we're able to use a very high quality diamond and a very good concentration of diamond, which will give you much more blade life and service life. So basically what we're looking at here is a blade that's been developed specifically for the geological industry. It gives you more core. Basically the core samples that you would retrieve by using a thinner blade like this blade would actually pay for the blade. Your production rates, by lowering your production rates because of the thinner segment, basically that labor cost would probably pay for the blade as well. So you have a product here that is safe to use and is very fast and very efficient, and in my opinion is a much better blade on the market than the typical construction products that are offered to the geological industry. I thank you very much for your time, and I'd like you to check us out online at www.stardiamondtools.com. You can email us at info@stardiamondtools.com, or you can call us at 1-800-282-6470. Thanks so much.